parking lot for your destination.
This is my outfit of the day. I also clearly broke my mirror on the drive. It did not survive. I do have cowboy boots that I was going to change into, but honestly, the little fake Birkenstocks are kind of a vibe, so I don't know. We'll see if I switch. But here's the Canadian, oh my gosh, tuxedo for the day. You guys, it's like borderline game time. It's 10:20. The actual event starts at 11, so I don't even know why I said borderline game time, because I still actually have 40 minutes. I did great on setup, but like my biggest freaking fear came true, that I would not have enough inventory and my racks would look empty. Now, I did bring extra inventory that's not on a hanger right now, specifically to like refill for tomorrow, that I have in a box in my back seat, but I feel like I need to bring it out now. And I'm just like, I don't like how bare it looks at the beginning of the event, you know what I mean? Especially since this is 2-day. I'm like freaking the hell out. I'm like, okay, let me Google thrift stores around here that close at like 9 o'clock like they do at home. I'm trying to see what time thrift stores open in the morning on a Sunday so I can go before, oh my gosh, I can go before this thing tomorrow. I'm just like losing my mind. All that thrifting we did, and I still don't have enough. I also added a rack, which might make it look more empty, because I was trying to separate the plus size stuff, because last time I did a market, I was trying to do it by size so that everyone felt included, and then everything got messed up. And so now I try to give them its like the whole like, oh my gosh, I tried to give them their own rack, and it's like got a decent amount of stuff on there, but it's not like jam-packed. So I don't know if that makes it look better or worse. Like, I don't know. I might get rid of it tomorrow just so that like things look like fuller. But I don't know. I mean, there's nothing I can do right now. I just hate the fact that it looks so empty, and I'm like looking around at these other people with their booths, and they are like smushed to the point you almost can't even shop because they're so full. I literally looked at my back seat and I was like, it feels so empty in here. And I just kept telling myself it's because I didn't bring a tent. I didn't bring a tent because it's inside. And I'll show you guys a clip. It probably won't look empty to you guys, but to me it looks so empty, and it's bothering the hell out of me. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna have a great day, and then hopefully after today we'll calm down a little bit and feel better going in tomorrow. But I don't know. That's just my current feels right now. I'm gonna switch into my little boots now. I've been rocking my slides for setup and stuff, but it's time to switch into the real deal here and put my business face on. Also, my jeans, I like just got these this week. Like, just got these. And ow, these are not trying to go on right now. I just got these this week, and the hole, it like the jeans already had a hole in the knee, right? And I love that, right? Well, this thing has gotten caught on about 100 things today because I'm short, and so everything's at my knee level, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and now I just have this like gaping hole on my knee in my Canadian tuxedo. I love my Canadian tuxedo. I think it looks so good today. But it's bugging me how big this hole is now. That was like not the intention, but we're making it work. Like, can you see that? Like, literally my whole knee is out. It was not that big when I first started, when I put these on this morning. Okay, I'm done ranting. Let's do this thing. quick fit check before we head in. This is that hole. It's so big. But I like the fit, so let's do it. So a little over halfway, I have 3 hours left, and honestly, even though it's a huge market, it's not crazy busy, at least on my end. I think it's definitely more of like, because it's like a collaboration between a vintage event and like a Southeast punk flea market, so there's a bunch of little oddities and stuff in here, and I definitely think it's more of that crowd than the vintage crowd. I'm still making decent sales, but it's not nearly as much as I did last week, so I can actually breathe and sit down and things like that. So I don't actually have to worry about inventory for tomorrow. I'm not pushing it nearly as much as I did last week, so for that part, we're in the clear. It is a little boring at times, just like sitting, twiddling my thumbs. I feel like because I got pushed towards kind of like the back side and not in the middle or in the front, I'm not getting as much foot traffic in this area. My like lane is pretty dead, so that kind of sucks, but I had a great weekend last weekend, so I'm not really that upset. Just an observation. I'm interested to see how tomorrow goes, because 11 to 7 is a really long time to be like at a market, you know what I mean? Luckily we do get to keep our stuff here overnight, so I don't have to worry about takedown and setup again in the morning, but I'm already a little exhausted today. I cannot imagine doing this all over again tomorrow from 11 to 7, then I have to drive home. I can't even think about it right now, but I am so hungry for like a legitimate meal. I've had like, where are they? I've had goldfish and this little sucker. This was so good, and a little Diet Coke. That's all I've had this whole day. So I did not eat breakfast before I came. I told myself I was going to get something on the way in, and then I was running late. Never did. So I am craving real food real bad. But yeah, that's my little halfway point update. Ready for real food. Sales are going smoothly, nothing crazy. And I have gotten actually gotten to see my friends and talk to them this time. So that's nice. I did not get to see them last week for real, so a win is a win. Alright, I'm getting ready to call it quits. It's about 6:55. This is all the stuff that I sold on hangers. I did sell quite a few things in my $5 bin. It was a pretty slow day, but I'll talk about that a little bit more when I get in the car. I don't remember what I've told you versus haven't for the day, but it was a lot slower than I expected. I talked to a bunch of the other vendors like around me and stuff, and it was super slow for them too. Like, I'm talking about like the last hour and a half, 2 hours were like the longest hours of my life. It was so dead in there. I managed to have someone come to my booth like right before I started shutting down at like 6:50, and she picked out 3 things from the $5 bin and then asked me about one of the bags I had, and I was like, honestly, we can just round this out at a solid 20. I was just kind of over it. I think I made a total of like 40 sales, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but like a good chunk of that was from the $5 bin. So it's like I'm in the green for sure. Like my vendor's fee, it was like 80 for both days, so it was like 160. Let's add in another 60 to come out here because of gas. So what does that put me at? Like 220. I made over that. Like I'm not really concerned. I'm definitely in the green. It just kind of sucks for how big this market was and the fact that we were here from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Just events, by the way, could setup started at 8 a.m. So this was basically a 12-hour day, and I don't know, I maybe hit 500 for 12 hours. I don't know. That it's not the ratio I like personally for the amount of effort that went into doing this today. But you win some, you lose some. I still have tomorrow, obviously, and I will be making sales tomorrow. I'm not even concerned about it. But talking to other vendors, I did not even realize that there was a bunch of other stuff going on in Atlanta this weekend. There are actually 2 other like vintage markets going on as well today, and there's another one tomorrow, but it's looking like it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So hopefully everyone just kind of comes to this, and this is kind of like South Atlanta. It's not really in the city, so it is a little bit of a drive, especially in Atlanta. Like what should only take you 20 minutes could easily take you 45 minutes to 50 minutes. So people might not have wanted to drive out here. Lots of factors that I just didn't even realize. So I felt better at least talking to other vendors and knowing that everyone was kind of having a slow day. Everyone was kind of expecting a lot more from this event, and they just weren't seeing the results that they wanted. It made me feel better. Misery like company, I guess. I felt so bad for the girl like right next to me, because I mean no one was really even looking at her booth. She didn't make any sales at all. She was like literally just sitting there for 12 hours with nothing. And so I'm really grateful for what I have going on right now, but it's still, you know, kind of sucks because it still is your time, energy, and effort, all that stuff. So it is what it is. I am so incredibly exhausted. I just ordered myself Vietnamese food because I have been craving that, and there's like nothing really around me like that at home. So I'm getting it here. I spent like $51 on that. So should I take that into account? No, because that's not coming out of this business expense. I refuse. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get my food. I'm gonna go to my hotel, check in, and knock the hell out. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Can we just, oh my goodness. I really went overboard. This is not even like the full meal. I also got pho, it's in there. And then I also got, this is my pho ingredients. And then I also got, please hold. I got a sandwich, a banh mi. This is also one of my favorite things in the world. I really just went ham. I literally got 3 things. I'm assuming I'm gonna eat one as a midnight snack later, but anyway, I just wanted to show you guys. Good morning, party people. I'm checking out my hotel. I have on my infamous Soundgarden shirt. It's gonna go crazy today. I'm feeling really good. I'm really excited. I'm about to go get some food and then get some snacks and stuff for the market so I don't die today, because yesterday that was an issue. But it's a little gloomy outside, so I think everyone's gonna wanna hang out inside and spend money. That's what I would wanna do. So hopefully the rainy weather makes people wanna come out and play, say hi, buy some vintage. I mean, what else do you do on a rainy day? You know what I mean? Anyway, just wanted to check in, let you guys know I'm alive and that we're ready to rock and roll for day 2. All right, fit check real quick. Got the Soundgarden tee on, shorts. Just rocking the dogs with the tall socks. And we're ready. Pulling this thing all the way up, but can't even talk. But having to pull this thing all the way up this hill is like the biggest workout. My buns are on fire. Alright, here we go, day 2. So I added quite a bit more to my actual racks, mainly in the shorts department because I sold quite a few of those yesterday. The $5 pile, I also added a bunch of stuff to. I might even do a buy 3, get it for 10, just depending on how the day goes because I'm trying to get rid of some of that. But we're a little bit more stocked than yesterday. Sold quite a few lingerie pieces. The lingerie used to be like out to here yesterday, so hopefully I sell more of that. Added some more men's bottoms, specifically shorts. I sold quite a few pants yesterday, but I didn't have a lot of shorts out, so hopefully the shorts do well like they did with the women yesterday, and we are good to go. I had to run to my car. It's about 2 o'clock. We've been there for 2 hours and things are finally starting to get really busy. So I'm really happy right now. I'm having a friend like watch my booth really quickly. I sent him all my information in case I make a sale, but I'm so glad it's pretty outside. And I was looking at the main parking lot and a lot of people are walking up. So I think today is going to go better. So far I've sold 10, oh gosh, oh, I'm about to fall. 10 things. In the first about hour and a half, and yesterday I sold 32 total, so we're already off to a better start. Let's keep the ball rolling. And just like that, the party's over. We're getting packed up. I'll give you an update in the car. Hello, we are back and I have the numbers right here. I meant to do this in the car yesterday and I did record an outro and everything yesterday, and then I was listening to it this morning when I was trying to edit and my numbers were totally off. So I have to like redo this, and I'm about to redo this before I have to go handle my car situation because everything is still in my car and I need to get that out. But anyway, day 2. Overall, I had a lot of high hopes for day 2.
I don't think it necessarily did better than day one. If anything, arguably, it did worse than day one, if that's even possible. So it was still kind of slow. There was definitely more foot traffic than day one, but I still made the same number of sales. I made 32 the first day, I made 32 yesterday. But this time, day two, majority of my sales came from the $5 bin, which I'm grateful nonetheless because it moved old inventory. People got to leave really happy, getting nice vintage pizzas for a really low price. So it's like wins all around. But like I had someone do a 4-item bundle from the $5 bin. I had someone do a 6-item bundle from a $5 bin. And then I had someone do an 8-item bundle from the $5 bin. So that's like over half of my sales came from the $5 bin alone. Which is like never ideal. Grateful nonetheless, but like just never really ideal when you're out there all day. But it's like fine. I'm trying to be positive and things like that. I did a lot of networking, made a lot of new friends, got to hang out with old friends, got some hookups on some more vintage markets coming up this summer that people put me on to look out for and sign up for, so that's all good. But yeah, not crazy about this event at all. I don't think the collaboration went that well. I think it was good in theory, but it just didn't really pull the numbers it should have. I think if it was like in a smaller space, and it would have been a free event and more central to like actually being in Atlanta instead of south of Atlanta, like a lot of different factors would have made it a better turnout of an event. But that's just me personally, because individually these events do well, and honestly the marketing for both sides went really well. So I was really shook when the foot traffic didn't really match up to the amount of marketing and things like that, because even at my market last week we had people passing out flyers for this event and stuff like that. So it's like they were getting the word out, they were active on their social medias. Everyone that I knew that was going was posting about it like almost every day leading up to it. I was posting every day leading up to it. So I really think it just came down to location and just having to pay to get in, and we were competing with other markets that were going on. So there were like 3 other vintage markets going on Saturday. Taylor Swift was going on Saturday. So we had to compete a lot on the first day. And then the second day it was rainy, and so I think that's why we had a better turnout day too, because some of the other vintage markets were like shut down or like canceled or whatever. But still, like I said, we were very south of Atlanta. You had to pay to get in. Just a lot of factors kind of went into that, but that's neither here nor there. It was an experience. Like I said, I got to meet new people, so I'm trying to focus on the positive here because I'm a little irritated. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But anyway, back to numbers. Day 2, I sold 32 things. Everything was profit because we took all the fees out of day 1. So I did make $491.91 on day 2. So total after fees and everything for the whole weekend, I made a total profit of $603.53. Like I said, grateful for the support, grateful for the money, and being able to just do what I love. I just hate that I just had higher expectations for this and it just didn't really pan out. But on the good part of this, that means all the inventory that I thrifted a week ago to prepare for this market, because I thought it was going to be a blowout, I have so much of that left. So we have plenty to get posted online in my shops for you guys and anybody else who sees it. So yay to that. So if there's any piece that you saw in my little week-long thrifting adventure, I probably still have it. I have a lot of that stuff left, so that will be getting posted soon. I am going to take a week and a half or so break from thrifting just because I did go so crazy and prep for this one. I have so much inventory I need to get up and listed, so we're going to be going crazy online with posting. My schedule on YouTube will stay the same because I've pre-recorded so many videos so that I could take this break from thrifting and not have to neglect you guys. I also think I'm going to have some styling videos coming up here because I have been buying a lot of stuff for my personal closet and it's finally coming together, and there's a lot of outfits that I want to kind of test out, and I think it would be fun to do together on YouTube. And there's a lot of pieces that I've like, oh, I'm gonna style it, that have been questionable pickups, and I just haven't done it yet, so I think we're gonna do that as well. So lots of exciting things coming up. I'm trying to look forward to those things and not dwell on this weekend, because overall it really wasn't that bad. I just have so high expectations for myself, and a lot of this wasn't even in my control, so I can't even be that mad, but I just, you know what I mean? Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry this hasn't been the most positive. I really tried to be throughout this video, but you know, when you put a lot of time, effort, and soul and heart into things, when it doesn't pan out the way you want it to, you get frustrated. I think everyone experiences that. I'm rambling now, and like I said, I have to go clean out my car, and I think I want to rearrange my storage unit, so I've got a lot of work to do. I will see you guys next week, next Sunday, and until then, I hope you live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life. I will have a playlist at the end for you to binge some videos. Subscribe if you're not already. We have a lot of fun over here. We do pop-ups, we do thrifting, estate sales, yard sales, all the things. So if you're into that, definitely join the family. Until then, live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life, and I will see you guys next time. Love ya. Bye.